Just days ago, it came to light that pensioners across the UK would lose their winter fuel allowance. And now, more revelations have surfaced.
It is unbelievable that this new Labour government, the first thing they do is that. And I'm shocked because it's such, even extracting the fact that many pensioners will be suffering because of it. Obviously, those on pension credit will receive it, but there are almost 900,000 who are eligible for pension credit, but who haven't applied, so they're not in that scenario.
It appears that Prime Minister Keir Starmer and his Labour government are set to target pensioners once again. Today, we'll dive deep into the details of this disturbing trend as 4 million pensioners face a fresh financial blow. Stay tuned as I, John, bring you the latest developments on this issue and more from across the nation. But first, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated with our growing community. Earlier this week, a pivotal vote was passed in Parliament, leading to the elimination of the winter fuel allowance for millions of pensioners. The cut, which could take up to £300 away from the most vulnerable elderly citizens, has sparked outrage. Yet, in an even more shocking turn of events, it's now reported that Starmer's government is preparing to impose further financial hardship on these pensioners. Around 4 million pensioners living alone could soon face a major tax raid, as Labour is eyeing the possibility of abolishing the council tax discount for single households. Retirees make up nearly half of the 8.4 million people affected if this change goes into effect. Removing the 25% single-person discount on council tax could save the government a staggering £3 billion per year, according to the Institute for Fiscal Studies. However, this decision would cut £543 per year from the average Band D council tax bill by 2025, leaving pensioners even more financially strapped. In response to growing concerns, government ministers have stated that there will be no watering down of plans to cut winter fuel payments. As it stands, the cuts are expected to affect 10 million older citizens, saving the government approximately £1 billion annually. These measures, though beneficial to the public purse, are being met with fierce resistance from pensioners and advocacy groups. They warn that such moves would be an unforgivable betrayal of the elderly, with many fearing they may lose their homes as a result of the council tax changes. During a tense session in the Commons, Conservative MP Louis French directly challenged Keir Starmer to guarantee that pensioners would not face any more cuts. He pressed Starmer to rule out scrapping concessions like free bus passes and the council tax discount, especially after Labour's controversial decision to cut the winter fuel allowance. Starmer's response. He dodged the question, saying he wouldn't preempt the budget, leaving pensioners in a state of uncertainty. Outside of Parliament, a Downing Street spokesperson was asked to clarify the government's stance on free bus passes for pensioners. "We are committed to maintaining free bus passes," the spokesperson said, adding, "There are no plans to change that." When asked about the potential changes to the single-person council tax discount, the spokesperson referred to Starmer's comments about not getting ahead of the upcoming budget announcement. The looming budget, set to be revealed by Chancellor Rachel Reeves on October 30th, is expected to contain more tough decisions. Reeves has already hinted at further cuts to benefits, fueling speculation that pensioners could be hit even harder. When questioned about these potential changes, Reeves mentioned that difficult decisions on taxes, welfare and spending are inevitable in order to balance the books. The Labour government has found itself under fire, not only from the public, but also from within. Angela Rayner, the Secretary of State for Housing, has refused to rule out scrapping the council tax discount, causing unrest even among Labour's supporters. The situation escalated further when Keir Starmer was accused of failing to release an impact assessment on the effects of the winter fuel payment cuts. During a heated Prime Minister's questions, Conservative leader Rishi Sunak confronted Starmer, accusing him of hiding the true consequences of his policies. Sunak pointed to Labour's previous analysis, which estimated that nearly 4,000 pensioners could die as a result of these cuts. "We know why he's hiding the impact assessment," Sunak said. Labour's own numbers show that this policy could cause 3,850 deaths. Are the numbers in the assessment higher or lower than that? Starmer, however, sidestepped the question, defending the cuts as necessary to stabilise the economy. He insisted that these decisions were critical in ensuring the government could continue to support pensioners through the triple lock system, which guarantees that pensions rise in line with inflation, wages, or by 2.5%, whichever is higher. Despite Starmer's assurances, many pensioners feel abandoned. Labour's changes to the winter fuel payment will reduce the number of recipients from 11.4 million to just 1.5 million, affecting those not receiving pension credit or other means-tested benefits. This will save over £1 billion, but at what cost to the elderly population? These measures are expected to be enforced as early as next week, despite a backbench rebellion within Labour and Conservative attempts to annul the regulations in the Commons. Pensioners across England and Wales are bracing for the worst. In other news, Labour is not the only left-leaning government under pressure. Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz is facing his own crisis after opposition leader Friedrich Merz demanded a comprehensive rejection of illegal migrants at the country's borders. The German government, already under scrutiny for its border control measures, announced stricter checks over the next 6 months. However, Merz's meeting with Scholz ended in disarray, with Merz storming out, accusing the government of being hopelessly divided. As governments across Europe struggle with economic and political challenges, the UK's Labour Party must navigate the growing discontent among its own citizens. With pensioners on the brink of financial collapse and key decisions looming, the pressure is mounting on Starmer to deliver a budget that balances fiscal responsibility with compassion. What are your thoughts on the situation? Should the government continue with these cuts, or are pensioners being unfairly targeted? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more updates, and stay tuned for more critical coverage of British politics. Thank you for watching. Take care and goodbye.